Well, good people, this is Darrell again. Welcome to Personal Credit Solutions. We're about to take a look at something that I have a lot of problems with credit. A lot of problems with customers, especially since in order to improve your credit, I have to actually build your credit. So I have to get credit cards for you guys. Getting the credit cards for you is a little bit of a nightmare because of this right here. I'll get the credit cards and then they'll be charged up significantly. And so I wanted to talk about debt ratio. They call it debt ratio, they call it debt to credit ratio, revolving ratio. There's so many different names for it, but basically it's the balances you have on your credit cards compared to the limit. Like for instance, you see right here, there's $292 outstanding on a $300 card. You technically should never have more than 25% outstanding on your credit card balances if you want to keep your scores high, if you want to have good credit. I mean, let's face it. I mean, we know sometimes you have to use your cards. All right, that's the way it is. You got a card, you got it to use it. That's great, but you're going to have to pay that card by the end of the statement, before the statement closes, down to a reasonable percentage. What a lot of people do is they'll pay the card down on their due date, and the due date has a grace period, right? So the due date is going to go on, the due date, after that is going to be 3, 4, 5, 6 days before their statement actually closes. So whatever you put back on the card between that time and the statement closing date is going to be added back onto your balance. You cannot do this, guys. You cannot do this. This is a score dropper that is significant. For instance, if I take and I just go backwards on this one client, you see we go backwards on this client. Fortunately, I like this because it keeps my client's identity hidden. But we're looking at 587 scores, and the scores should be much higher. This is actually a customer who has very little bad credit, to none, very little to no bad credit left, but she doesn't have a lot of credit. So as long as she keeps that balance up here, like you see here, at 97%, you see the derogatory marks are 0. As long as she keeps that balance up at 97% score, that's like having a late payment. You're going to lose about 50 points for this. So guys, I am telling you, do not let this happen. Do not let this happen. I may have lost some of the video there, so I'll come back and do it again. And I'll repeat some of what I said. Basically, this balance that she has is 97%, and it's a deal killer. It's killing her credit. Now, we're going to get in there and look at her actual derogatories and her credit accounts, but I got to be careful because her name's going to pop up. So I will pull that up in just a second, but I do want to just kind of go over this. You can see here they're telling you Credit Karma is a friendly place to get good information. They're telling you that the credit usage is too high. They're saying the impact is high and it needs work. Based on your credit report information from Equifax on July 14th. And they're saying a good rule of thumb is to keep your balances under 30%. I do not like that rule. It is a bad rule because what happens is if you're right on the line at 30%, your scores are going to go down if you go over to 31%. This is where you need to keep your balances. You need to keep your credit card balances anywhere from 20 to 25%. This is safe. So 20 to 25% is where you want to be. So listen, I know it's difficult. I know it's difficult. You have needs and you have money that you want to spend. They're saying that if you lower your balance right here, they're telling you what to do. If you lower your balance to $147 on that card, your utilization rating would move up to the next level. That's not enough though, because with a $300 card, that's about a 50% ratio, right? Debt to credit ratio. So you really want to stay around 20-25%. Now, people with good credit, you want to have excellent credit, you want to be at 0%. Your cards are not your money. We have to stop thinking our cards are our money. It is borrowed money. It does not belong to us. It belongs to the bank that gave it to us. You're going to have to stop using your cards in this manner, people, because it's doing nothing but dropping your credit scores significantly. So let me tell you, one account that is near the max, you know, of your debt of your credit limit is going to be like a 50-point score drop. There's so many times I say things and people don't believe me, and I don't, I wish. I think a lot of it is because we want to hear what we want to hear. But 25 years in, people, 25 years in, I couldn't stop seeing this if I wanted to, how much this affects people and how much it changes when people go ahead and pay their balances down to what? 20 to 25%. It's best to keep your cards paid off every month. You really want to have excellent credit, pay your cards off every month. We have to remember, good people, that if we want a change, we have to do something different. We can't continue to do things we used to do. I'm going to go ahead and cut the video there. All right, I just wanted to go on and let you guys kind of get an idea of what is going on with credit balances, because I have too many people letting these balances devastate their credit reports. And we really have to stop doing that, okay? Do not let these balances on your credit cards hurt your credit. So this person right here should have good scores. Now I'm gonna go over there, but I'll pause real quick so I don't show her name. Be right back. Okay, so we got the name and address hidden there. Now if you look at this, this is exactly what I'm talking about. See, they only have one credit card, and I'm meeting with her today, and we're going to see about getting a second credit card for her. We got this card for her, and I've explained this. So look at what I'm saying here. If she would pay this balance down to maybe $50, she would probably have 50, 60, maybe even more of a credit score increase. Okay? So this is really important, people. Make sure you do this the right way, okay? Keep your credit card balances down 20 to 25%. That's where you want to be. Better. And it's best to keep them paid off, paid in full. All right, I'm going to close the video out there. I went a little longer than I wanted to, but there it is. Remember this. I'm going to be sending this video out to people who have problems with their ratio, and hopefully they'll get the message, and we'll be able to move forward from here. Keep your balances down, people. Keep them down. Keep them down very low. Don't use your cards for anything that is essential. Use your cards once in a while when you know for a fact you can pay them in full. If it takes 2 months, maybe that's about as long as you should go with that. But if you can't pay the card in full by the end of the statement, you should not use the card. All right. Everybody have a good one.